everybody, it's May. Today I want to do my junk journal cover that I'm going to be doing my faith kit for July in. So if that seems interesting, just stay tuned. Okay, so I did release the July faith kit into the website, and today I'm thinking about putting this into the Etsy shop, Black Mountain Faith. It is a cover, and it will correlate and go along with the faith kit, as well as the folio that is already in there called Liberty Flowers. Sorry guys, my camera got really weird. So this is the cover, and I even put a spine on it. And all you do is just cut it. I'm gonna do it on film today to show you how you put it together. And this would be the cover. And then you have two options for the inside cover. You either have it where it has the stitching, the holes already set up for you, so if you want to sew your inserts into the book. What I would suggest is, if you're going to do that, go ahead and cut this out, but you would go ahead and make your inserts and stitch them to this, and that way the stitching on the back side will be hidden, and then just glue this into the inside cover. Or you can do what I think I'm going to be doing today, which is this right here without the stitching. Both come in the PDF. So this is the inside cover with just the pattern. And then you get, 4 insert covers. So this would be cover number 1. Super pretty, and it's got a little bit of light distressing on it for you already. So then here is cover number 2. Some pretty daisies on here. I love the, what are they called? Hyacinth, or however you say it. Super pretty. And then this would be cover number 3. And this one would be cover number 4. Like really large florals. And you got like these shiny stars in the back with the flag. I think it's super pretty. And then it comes with some bonus papers here. So you get like some, what do you call it? Dot grid. Like a distressed pink. Oh my gosh. Hands don't start now. Alright, so then you've got like this light color brown. Super pretty. With the dot grid. And you could print anything on the back of this, or you could cut down some pattern papers, anything that you want to put into your inserts, and print these on the back. So that you got like a lighter brown, more like a gray in a way. See what I mean? Those are the difference between the two. And then you got this really pretty blue right here. And then this is, did I print 2 of these? Let's go. Well, no, this is like a lighter tan, and that's more gray. So it's these 3 right here. See what I'm saying? So, pretty cool. So then, here we are at the cover. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. And I'm going to use my paper trimmer, because if you've been watching the channel, then you know that I've been having a lot of problems with my hands. Today is the first day, probably in about 2 weeks, I'm able to actually use them. I am not wearing the braces. The neurologist told me it's basically up to me, that he doesn't see any benefit for me wearing them at the moment, because of the problems I have with them. I was given some, is that the blade? Yeah, that's the blade. I was given some cortisone shots, and yeah, it's had a very, very bad reaction. I couldn't even hold a pen. Is this the trimmer I like? No, it is not. Hang tight, let me get the trimmer I like. Okay guys, sorry about that. So yeah, I like this whiskers, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a brand new blade on it. Anyway, like I was saying, I had a very bad reaction to some injections that they put into my wrist. I finally got rid of the bruising. I didn't do videos because it was very unsettling looking. They were quite bright, and they didn't want to go away. I'm having a little bit of relief at the moment, so while I am, the first videos I want to get up is I would like to set up this Faith junk journal cover. And then we'll get into some actual plan with me's, because I'm dying to start my planner. Okay, good. And I could actually hold a pen and write. So like I said, I had my stickers ready and I knew what I wanted to do. It's just when you can't use a pen, let alone hold it, it's kind of impossible. So, but I am having a good day today, and so I want to roll with it while it's like that. So it's just really easy. It's just, you know, covers and inserts, and you can use whatever's in your stash to fill in your inserts, like some dot grid paper, some plain cardstock. You'll see what I've gathered in my stash to put together my inserts. You can sew them together, you can tape them together. It's however you like to put your inserts together. Some people don't even put them together, they just fold them, and they put them up underneath a piece of ribbon or a piece of rope or string or whatever. I'm thinking that's the avenue I'm going to go today, because I'm not thinking that using, what do you call it, needle and thread would be a very good idea for me today. I just don't. So, alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the sides off. And before I cut the long sides where these arrows are printed onto the paper, I'm going to put together the cover first, and then I'm going to make sure, because you guys know I do everything on camera first to test it before I release it. I'm wanting to make sure that my sizing is good. So let's go ahead and start this basic cover real quick and get this insert in. Just get my trash up. So let's move this for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and get out my scoreboard. You don't have to have a scoreboard. You could use just a ruler and a stylus of any kind. But I'm like, what am I doing? Alright, so, and this is not the scoreboard I choose for this because it's not marked. I love mine that's already marked. But this is working, so that'll work for me. Let's go ahead and stick this over here. Okay, gotta go over here. Come on, let me line this up with the 10.5, it looks like. Right? Come on, get in the channel. Is it me, or is it... I think it's the paper. Okay, it's going straight on my line. Whoops, don't jump out the channel. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. Good Lord. Alright, let's see. I might have to fast forward through that, guys. Sorry. I think we're gonna be good there. Nope. It's because it's not marked. I can't see that well. Let's see. Where is a pen? Here's a trick, guys. If you're like me and you're blind, just grab a channel and do that on your scoreboard so that you can see. Let's let that dry for a second and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have not scored this side yet, so I'm lining up that line there and this line, whoa, right there. There we go. Whoop, stay in the channel, my goodness. Yeah, I guess I'm not completely back to 100%, but it's okay. We're gonna get it done. It's an easy project, so it is not like it's going to be the end of the world. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this over for a second. Too far. Here we go. Alright, so like I said, I made the Faith kit with like the same type of clip art and decorations and things, because the Faith kit is about freedom in Christ, that Christ has paid for our freedom from sin. And I just thought, you know, 4th of July decorations and clip art and things, I liked the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and put my double-sided tape on first. Ooh. But I'm going to be smart and protect my table here. Alright, so I am going to be overlapping my score line a little because it's just going to be folding in on itself, so I'm not concerned about that. So, yeah. I mean, I should have got out probably my 1/8 of an inch, but I just don't feel like playing with something super small. Not right now. And this is such an easy little project. I mean, so easy. But I just thought it'd be really cool to put my faith kit and my journaling in here this month, because I am still finishing up my Fruit of the Spirit. So, and these verses are pretty easy in this month's faith release, to where I'm going to do just, you know, a basic entry, a little bit of verse map, and a little bit of word study. When it comes to the word study, was very small. There wasn't a whole lot of words in the word study. I believe that sheet is only 3 by 5, because there just really wasn't a whole lot of words in the word study Bible for those verses. So the word study's pretty light, and so I just thought, you know, 4 inserts and this little cover here is more than enough for him to do this 30-day faith kit. So, and I like this idea, and if it works really well this month, I think I'm going to continue doing this for each faith kit. There are a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't have a printer, I just want the stickers. And I get that, guys, I do. That's why they're in the website for you as stickers. But I have a lot of people that want the junk journal style for their Bible journaling. They don't do stickers. They do where they print them themselves, and they do it, you know, how they like. A lot of people have been wanting the Bible journaling, like the deco sheets, the scripture verses, things like that. The washi turned into, what do you call it? Did I score that side? I thought I did. I did, right? Come on. Yeah, I did. No, I am folding it completely wrong. They're wanting those turned into PDFs so that they can print them on their, wow, my hands are still super bad. Okay, so anyway, they're wanting to print them out on their own sticker paper. Some are wanting to print it out on acetate or vellum, and what they like to do is tip it into their Bibles and things like that, like actual Bible journalers do. And so I will be turning those into PDFs for them. And then I have a lot of people who were really excited about these items, the folios and things, but they're like, I need more tutorials before I get started. And I'm like, that's fine. This is definitely going to be like a video that will definitely be on the channel, most likely once every, I'm wanting to do it once a week, but we'll see. It's definitely going to be twice a month, because I need to give myself, you know, some downtime. And I realized I didn't score my spine, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. So, but like I said, I like to test everything before, you know, I release it. So I am testing this today, and if it works, we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and release it. Well, now, where is that little tool? Hang tight. Okay, so anyway, it was like right in front of me, y'all. I'm like, really? I'm such a dork today. I am so out of practice with my videos, y'all. So out of practice. And I should not have used the big side. It'd be alright. Can't mess up a junk journal, you just can't. Or at least, that's the way I look at it. If you make a mistake, it's paper. We can make something work with it. We sure can. But I just like this idea for Bible journaling. And I think it's so neat to display. I had a lot of people asking me if I could do Faith Decks cards, and I'm like, I love Faith Decks cards. I've never did them on the channel. I made a little, okay, why is it not wanting to score? I made a little box to put them in, and then never made the Faith Decks cards, and I'm like, you know what, we need to do that. We definitely need to do that. Okay. Ooh. Taking forever to do something simple. But, you know. So anyway. Okay. Yeah. So there's our little spine. So it is a 1-inch spine. Some more in the future, maybe larger. It's just, you know, it could only go on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And so this is probably the biggest I could get away with, unless I did a 1/2-inch spine. 1/2-inch or 1/4-inch spine, you would have more, you know, like page size. But this is basically going to be like the size of your book. So I'm wondering do I want to go ahead and put this down first and then fold my stuff over top of it? I don't even know. Yeah, let's do it the way I designed it. Okay, so let's get this going. This is going. I got my little hook tool here to help me out. Okay, so it's all nice and varnished. So let's just go ahead and take the corners off of it. So yeah, I am going to be designing some Faith Dex cards. The printable shop is mostly is PDFs. It's not really stickers. It's not print and cut files. It's just not. Now I can do tutorials to show you how you can take those PDFs and JPEGs that are in the purchase and turn them into cut files. My friend Casey bought all of my items in Black Mountain Faith, and she has literally put a lot of it into Cricut, you know. Oop! Oh gosh. Do I have time to take that out? I was supposed to score that, guys. That's what you're supposed to do. Hang tight. Oh, and I didn't do my glue trick, so it'll come back up. Come on, come on. Come on. Because if I have to, I'll redo it. Yes, I will. Yeah, you have to cut these little corners out, and I was a dork and didn't do it. Yeah, you want to cut your little corners out so that it can actually fold properly. Oh, thank goodness that came up. Okay. And I'm using, who are these by? These are these little precision scissors. It's best to use your Tim Holtz scissors, your little titanium Tim Holtz scissors, if you're going to be cutting, you know, double-sided tape. Because the titanium scissors, they're really easy to clean with alcohol. But these guys, oh gosh, even with alcohol, sometimes these guys don't want to come completely clean. But I've used them on paper and chipboard and stickers and everything like that, so I cannot use them on fabric. You know, them days is over. As soon as you cut paper with scissors once, they're never happening on fabric, not properly. So yeah, all right. Here we go. I got our corners out. Now let's do this for real now, y'all. Y'all tell it's been a while since I filmed a video. So yeah. So there'll be some Faith Dex cards coming. There'll be lots of junk journal covers and inserts. There'll be like tip-ins and bookmarks. Individual studies that are PDFs with ephemera and scriptures and things like that. So that you could literally cut them out on your favorite medium and add them into your Bible study. So here is the cover. How easy is that, right? So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to cut this out and you're going to do the same thing, you know. This is where it's going to be folding. So this is basically where you want to go ahead and score. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let's cut this out. All right. And then I'll ink it after we've folded it. And we'll get it in the book. Yeah, we will. The cover. And I'll show y'all that since my hands, I'm having such a hard time with it. I do go back to the doctor in a couple of weeks. I did call on Friday and ask if they could just, you know, I'm really aggravated. Could I get an earlier appointment? Let's keep our fingers crossed that I can. And I cut my little divots off. Yes, I did. You don't want to do that. You want to score it before you cut it out. But, you know, it'll be alright. Now, you can have the option where you can make that fold over. A lot of people do like it. A lot of people don't like it. I kind of like it both ways. It just really doesn't matter to me. And I'm not worried about the fact that I cut my score lines off. So let's go ahead and ink this up. Today I'm going to be using Vintage Photo. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Alright, so I'm just going to give it a little light ink. Just to knock that white off and make it look distressed, more junk journal, which is fine. Yep. And I will be doing the glue trick with this after I put down a good amount of, you know, double-sided tape. And I will show you what I'm going to do. I am going to be using Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac is super strong when it dries. And I didn't get my corner very good. Let's go trim that booger off, and I'll have to hit that with some ink, but I'm going to be hitting the whole thing with ink in a minute anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some double-sided tape on. So I'm really happy that I'm back to filming videos because I have missed y'all. I really, really have missed y'all. You just have no idea. And I'm so excited we all get to start our new academic planners for July 1st. And I didn't get that very good. No, I didn't. Let's take that off and try getting it to the edge because I don't want it to come up. So, and I got it over the edge there. There we go. Let's try that again. Let's turn it towards me so I can see because that light is glaring on it. Like I said, you can't mess it up, guys. It's just paper. It's just paper. There was some questions about which printer is best to use when you're doing a lot of printables that doesn't require a whole lot of ink. I'll be honest with you guys. It's one of two things. If this is the things that you like to do, you know, if you think that this is the craft for you and you want to make a lot of printables or do a lot of printables, you know, whether it be my shop or anyone's shop, there are tons of junk journaling shops that have gorgeous graphics, gorgeous papers. You get a butt ton of papers when you buy these things, whether it be my shop or anyone else's. You're gonna go through a lot of ink, and ink is not cheap. It's just not. I didn't know how I was gonna word it, but I'm just gonna have to be very real and honest with you guys. If this is something that, you know, you think you're gonna be doing a lot of, like this is like your type of crafting and you think that this is the way you're gonna want to start crafting, I would highly recommend that you just go ahead and get a inkjet workforce printer. One of those that uses the, what's it called? Smart Tank. I had to turn around and look. Get you a Smart Tank. The one that Shaq has commercials about. I know y'all have seen it. I have one of those. HP has them. You can find them seriously for a reasonable amount of money. And they do come with full bottles of ink. You'll get 4. You'll get the yellow, the blue, the red, and the black, right? And it says it comes with a year's worth of ink. It's not a joke. I have been printing printables for my own self, test cutting things. I have been, what else? Oh, invoices for my website. All kinds of stuff I have printed out. Guys, like hundreds of papers. I still haven't put any new ink in it yet because I haven't needed to. It's not ran out. So that's my suggestion. It is an investment. The printers are anywhere from $150 to $200. They can go up way past that, but I'm going to be honest with you. You don't need to invest in anything that high end. Just a basic Smart Tank printer, okay? Whichever one's the cheapest. It doesn't have to have that brand's ink to refill it. You can get knockoff ink on Amazon that works just as good. Matter of fact, this is the knockoff ink. This is an Epson Workhorse that I printed it on, and this is not Epson Workhorse refill ink. I do have an HP Workforce printer that I absolutely adore, and I do use HP refill ink in that. And even then, guys, if you're gonna buy the brand name ink, we're talking an investment of maybe $80 for high-end ink once a year, maybe once every year and a half. If you buy the knockoff ink, it's like $30, $35, you know? And you can print to your heart's content. I mean, you just can. You can print. So it's either the best idea is to, you know, invest in that type of printer, or it will cost you an arm and a leg in ink. Most people I know that do these printables literally do have a Workforce Smart Tank. They do. It doesn't have to be a Workforce. It can just be any kind of Smart Tank that has, you know, liquid ink. Not the cartridges, but the refill liquid ink. And if you invest in that, then you could buy printables for like the next 3 years and print them, and you'd only have to change your ink like, what, once? Because I'm going to tell you guys, I'm the printing queen, and I still have not had to fill this ink. And let's see, where am I even at on it? I'm not even halfway down, guys. I'm not even halfway down. And the last time I put ink in it was in October of last year. And I tell you, I use this booger every single day. So, you know, that's just my suggestion. If you're wanting to do printables, that's the best way to do it. It's just upgrade to one of the... It's an investment. I mean, think about it. If your kids are needing to print out assignments or whatever, you don't ever have to tell somebody, you know, you can't be printing, because it's going to be fine. You have plenty of ink. So, let me go ahead and clean up my Fabri-Tac real quick. And my... sorry about that, guys. My monitor kind of like jammed out there. Ooh, alright. So I'm only doing the glue trick because, one, this glue dries so thick, and it's going to make my cover very stable, and I like that idea. But I don't know how to put anything down straight, and so I live by this glue trick, because I'm going to tell you what, for me, it literally does work. And I gotta do it quick because my hand is not happy. Okay, so where is the paper I just got? So here we go. Let's go ahead and pull this off. Now, as you can see, I only put the tape on the four corners of this sheet, and I put everything else onto the cover. And I didn't use the one with the stitching guide. I don't want to do that, not with my hands this time. But the next time I put one of these together, probably next month for another faith kit, I will definitely do the stitching for you, as long as my hands are okay. If I'm up for surgery like they're talking about, it may not be next month, so it might be the month after, but we will do one of those, okay? So I'm just gonna get it like as close to the edge as I can. Woo. And it's not perfectly in the center, but it's not going over either, so I'm okay with it. It is a junk journal. Imperfection makes it just, I don't know, you can add something to it. It's like, you know, it was made. It was handmade. So basically all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start training my paper. Now, if you did what I did, you didn't score it first, that's the tricky part. I should have scored it first, but I cut the booger off, so, you know, I'm losing it today in that area. Okay, so let me make sure I got them pretty much right. Yeah, okay. I was a little worried. So, and if your paper cracks, that's what ink is amazing for, is covering up that crack. And if somebody gets all up in your business about it, tell them to butt out. I think this is going to be so cute with the faith kit, the way it looks, with all the deco that I used for it. Yeah, I just think it's so pretty. Okay, so like I said, here's your cover. Let me go ahead and get my glue smooshed down, and let me show you how I'm going to actually be able to put my inserts in here, even though I don't have anything, you know, showing. So I have a choice to put my inserts together where I could sew them, or I could just leave them folded and put them in here, or I could staple them. What is going on? Oh my gosh, the rain has just let go. I need to go out to my studio and cut a few things, and I don't want to walk out in the pouring rain. No, I don't. And I'm bending it backwards. One, because I want a little bit of wrinkle on my spine. I'll show you why in just a minute. But I also want it to freely move. You know, I don't want it to be super stiff. Like, I want this part stiff. I don't want my covers, when I'm opening and shutting them, to be like, squeaking and everything. But I just think it turned out so cute. Look at that. So simple. It's just 2 pieces of paper. There's no chipboard or anything. So let's go ahead and hit it with some ink, guys. Let's give it that distressed. Gotta love it look. Yeah. Y'all know how I love my ink. And I don't care if it's nice or messy. I get all happy when it's all to pieces. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, I do. I don't know. I love this look. Did I squish? I did. It'd be alright. Adds character. Okay. Alright. So so I did go through my stash and I found a couple of things. And I finally settled on something super rustic looking to get my books in here. I'm actually going to hit this really hard on the inside. Because I don't know. On lighter colors, I really like it to stand out super bold. Like I said in another video, this stuff dries pretty light. So it's okay with how dark it looks at the moment because it will dry super light. Okay, whoops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all what I decided I wanted to wrap around my spine. What I want to do is take some rope, and I'm going to start on my outside, about right there. Whoops. Okay, and I'm just going to hold it, right? And I'm going to wrap it around 4 times, because I'm going to put 4 booklets in here. Whoops. 2. You don't want it so tight that your paper bends. You don't want that, okay? You want to give it some go so that, give it some give so that when you put your inserts into these strings, you know, it'll work. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta go back up one more though. Okay, yeah. So we'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inside. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we got 4 on the inside because that's all I need. And I have 3 showing on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my string about right there because I'm not tying a bow with this. I'm tying an actual knot with this one. Okay. Yeah. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Whew, I'm going to just thread it up underneath. See what I mean? But I want it to kind of stay over in this area. So I put that one under here and this one under there. And we're just going to cinch them up a little bit. See what I mean? And I'm just going to take them and try and keep them kind of flat. Like I said, I don't want to wrinkle my paper and I don't want to bunch it. I just want it to behave. Since I can't really work anything because I don't have hardly any strength in my hands, this is actually working out pretty good. So I have these 2 strings. Let's go ahead and do a dot of glue in there. Come on. Come on out. What's going on with you? Why are you being a pain? You ain't allowed to be a pain today. Okay. Okay. Got a little generous dot right there. And I am going to go ahead and do 1 more right there so that will seal the deal. And now that I've got that done, right, what I can do is I can lay my inserts up underneath of these strings, right? And everything will shut nicely. But I've got these 2 long wonky strings, right? So what do we want to do with this? What do we want to do with it? Oh, hang tight. Let me go get something. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I went and got some supplies, and I don't know if it's going to work, but I got these, like, connector beads, and I'm just going to clip if I can. There we go. And then get the other one. Oh, come on. Why don't you want to come on? Yep. There we go. My hands are no good. Yeah, I'm thinking that this is what's going to tie the bottoms of them. So I have these really big hole beads. And since there is pink and white and like we've got the distressing with the rope and stuff, whatever beads fit up this rope is what we're going to use. How about that? And these are in my stash. I've had these things for so long. My goodness. And they're like old Jesse James beads, things like that. So let's go ahead and get get a smaller one first. Hang on. Let's see if I can get this on here. That's not gonna fit in there, is it? No, it's not. No, 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 no. Or we can do them both together. How about that? Okay, so which way is right side up? So this is, whoa. No, you didn't, Joker. So this is, first of all, let's get the strings even, pretty much. Let's do that. There'll be a part 2 to do the inserts, guys, because this video is starting to get really long. That is not good. Okay, this is good. Hello. I was like, is any of my beads going to work? Alright, so we got that one up there. Let's thread it all the way up to that knot. So we can kind of hide that knot. There we go. Is that good? Yeah, I got an idea for that. So we're all good there. Let's get this one on there. Come on, get in there. Got my little spine done. I don't know why I did that, but I just really have never played with my beads, and I have never played with my rope or my Derwent ribbon in this way. And so I think that's why I just basically wanted to do it. So I've got it over to one side, and as you can see, it's very, very loose. It will allow me to put my 4 inserts in here. So instead of making a whole nother video for the inserts, let me cut them, and I will be editing the dickens out of this video so that you'll be able to see how I do it. So just hang tight. Okay guys, as you can see, I got my cover together, right? And my string is, my rope here is very, very loose so that it has plenty of give. And if I find after I get all my inserts in here, it's still a little too loose for me, I will actually go ahead and just glue it to the spine. Okay, but I like this. I never play with my rope, my beads, my ribbon, anything all together, and I just think it adds a little something. It makes it look a little vintage on the back. Okay, so did we do that upside down? It looks like we did. So can we slide it off and redo it? We can because we left it loose. I'm a genius. Okay, guys. So let's just go ahead and get it back up on here. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm able to get away with this. Right, come here. Get back at the same end so you don't make it so difficult. Okay. Oh, now I'm getting scared. Okay, hang tight. Come on. Just bend the paper. That's the way you do it. Bend the paper, bend the paper, bend the paper. Okay. Alright. I noticed my flag was going the other direction. I was like, oh my gosh, I got this thing when they're wrong. Alright, so I don't want my strings to twist. No, I don't. Okay. So let's open this booger up and situate my boogers here. Come on, get in there. Okay. The outside, I'm not really worried about that part. That's actually pretty cool. It's in the inside that I want to make sure it's right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, since I've got the book, let's make sure it's right now. Okay, there's the flag and there's the top. Okay, good deal. I was starting to freak out. I was like, my hands ain't going to put up with that again. So this will be my front cover. I could embellish it, but the truth is I think what I'm going to do is take some stickers from the kit, pop them up on chipboard, and just put it like a dimensional piece on the front. Not really so many flowers, because the entire paper, guys, is nothing but floral, so I'm thinking that's fine. So I did go ahead and cut one of the insert covers, okay? So what you would do is just cut it out, fold it in half, go ahead and ink it around the edges. You could go through your stash. You could use the bonus papers that come with it, ink the back sides, write on the back sides. You could go through your stash. This is just 12 by 12 cardstock from like Michaels. There's with lines on it. And then I have, let me show y'all. I have some of this paper from Kelly Creates. This was at AC Moore before they closed down. It's just dot grid lined paper, and you could distress it. These papers are vintage, it's just 20-pound weight, like, regular Xerox paper, and it is front and back. These I got, I think it was like 100 pack on Amazon. If I can find it, guys, I'll link it. Here is just some, plain acetate. Vellum. Some regular cardstock in different colors. You can grab any kind of papers that you like, sewing patterns, whatever you like. Cut them down. I would suggest cutting your cover first. Go ahead and get that done. Then cut down all your papers, and then you could either staple it together, or you don't even have to bind it together. What I would do is fold it in half. Then I would cut the extra papers that you're putting in the middle around this. Because if you cut them all this size, when you fold them, they're going to bulk out and they're going to be a little loose. So I always put together my cover. I get my guts. I put them together. I either staple them, sew them, whatever I'm going to do with them. And then I make sure that I trim off. But with a junk journal, it doesn't have to be precise. But for the moment, this is just the way I'm going to do it. This is why I did it that way, is so that I could add pages as I want. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you how I actually fold these into the shape of my insert without having scored them. So basically, I just put them on my scoreboard and go end to end and just, do them like that. So that way, that when I get the insert cover and I start sticking them in, see what I mean about they will stick out? Now, in a junk journal, it doesn't really matter, but to me, it will bug me. So that's when everything is done, I will go back and actually trim with my larger trimmer. I'll hold them here with like binder clips, and I will actually trim that way. So let me go ahead and just get these folded up, because I'm not going to do that part until the insert is filled up with this week's journaling, if that makes any sense. It's just the way, folding two at once, and that'll be a problem. Yes, it will, yes, it will. These are some pattern papers I had in my stash from Hobby Lobby. So I figured, why not? It doesn't even matter if they match the colors, they match the theme. So I'm good with that. And you can use whatever kind of papers in your stash. You can use vellum, you could use printed acetate, you could, anything. It doesn't matter. Regular copy paper, use some washi. Have fun with it. I am going to go ahead and fold all 4 of these sheets together because they're kind of thin. Like I said, I'll be trimming them correctly at the end of the week. So I'm not worried about that at the moment. Okay, so we have them all together. Just take a bone folder over them really quickly. Okay, so take this one. I'm thinking I actually want this as an inside cover, probably. Might even want to do it like that and actually just glue it. That's an option. I kind of like that idea. I might glue that to the back side. And then let's go ahead and separate some of these out. Okay, so we've got one like this. What else do we have over here? We take this one. Take one of these. Yeah. Take this one. And of course I'll be inking the edges of them and things, but like I said, while I'm working through this week's study, I'm not worried about that. That's what I do on Sunday before I put them into the cover. So I just think this is super cute. If you didn't print any of the bonus pages, I mean, in 6 pages, you literally have everything you need. You know what I mean? You got a cover, the inside cover, and you got 4 insert covers. So see what I mean? They will bow out and they will become larger than your actual book. I would use binder clips and then trim that off, you know? And that's most likely what I am definitely going to be doing. So let me go ahead and get this one into the cover so that you can see what it would look like. And this is going to be one little chunky monkey, let me tell y'all. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, you need to get back over into the center, my friend. Yeah, you do. And since it's paper, we can bend it to go up underneath, especially with my hands. There we go. Whoops. It's because it's wanting to go around front. Don't be going around front, Joker. You're not allowed to go there. Okay. So, there's the spine. They're moving. That's okay. As we put everything in, we'll be able to situate it into the center. Because like I said, I didn't glue it in place because I wasn't after that today. No, I wasn't. I'm still thinking I'm not going to be after that in the end. Okay, so you have your cover. Here's your spine. And then here's one insert, right? And then here's all the pages that I'll be working through this week, right? And then here is the second booklet. And then the third booklet. And the fourth. And it'll be super thick, and it's a 1-inch spine. It'll have plenty of room. I probably won't be using so many thick pages. I'll probably be going back in and adding a lot of these dot grid right here. Or probably just regular copy paper, because I'm going to be putting my sticker kit and things like that in here. But I think this is super cute. I'm absolutely in love, and I can't wait to start my Freedom in Christ Bible study in this little cover. It is so cute. Alright, so until I see you guys for another video, y'all have a nice day. Bye.